for recording. So I want to start by explaining the creating of the text file. Now, the type of online quiz, because what we are using in a quiz module. Remember the quiz? The quiz, as I indicated last time, it has various question types. So the various question types. Now, for you now, when you're preparing the text file for your questions, these are the question types that you can use. Multiple choice, short answer, essay, description, clause, true, false, numerical, matching, and order. Okay, although the most common ones that we use the multiple choice, short answer, essay, description, and true, false. Okay, we don't usually, in most cases, even one of the lecturers are using mostly. So the first thing you need to do is to come up with your text file. Now you open a notepad file, and then when you open your notepad, assuming that the kind of question you want to create is a multiple choice question, so you use the keyword multi-choice. So you put the question, you indicate the question type, multiple choice. Then you put the question number 1. For example, let's coin one question. Which of the following? So which of the following is a country in West Africa? Since it's a multiple choice, we want you indicate the choices. So like a capital A, Kenya, B maybe Uganda, C is maybe Ghana, then D is maybe Somalia, right? Then you indicate the correct answer. The A should be a capital answer, colon. Then the correct answer is C. Then you put one space, you go to the next question. Let's assume the next question, number 2, is a true false. Yeah, true false. So nakuja unaweka the keyword true false. It's lowercase, true false. So you indicate the question type is true false. Then nasema question number is Kenya a democracy or monarchy? Answer. Okay. So saying if you have a true false, so for true false question types, you just put the keyword, the converter word true false, then you put the question, then you indicate answer. Kama ni true, you say true. Kama ni false, you indicate false. For essays are those kind of questions whereby it will give a student a place where they type in their responses. Yeah, it's like an open-ended question. So for example, what is the definition of a democracy? That's an essay. You don't need to indicate the answer there. The system will take a question, alafu itaweka your place. Let's look at another type, short answer. Short answer are questions, short answer are preferably question. No, you don't backspace. So that your question from question type to answer inakuwa ni kama one block. Short answer, then unakuja short answer are questions that have one single answer. For example, what is the capital city of Kenya? Kenya. So the answer is Nairobi. Those questions which are facts, which are just single answer questions like Nairobi. No. So this is a multiple choice, true, false, easy, short answer. Okay. Description is not a question; it is more like instructions. So if you have some instructions, then you follow the subsequent ones are questions. You put it as a description. Huh? Like for example, you have a case study. So you type your case study here. Okay, you type your case study there. Then subsequent questions, Sasa, you can now put maybe the subsequent questions are going to be questions that relate to the case study. So one may be a multiple choice, another one true false. So what description is more of just students are reading. Yeah, then they answer the subsequent questions. So once you have created your mini like this, you can either copy, and then you go to the VLE tools. You come here to quiz XML. The choices are in capital A, B, C, and okay, the answers are also. So you can paste. You can paste your questions here. Then you preview. You preview to check whether there are any errors. Ikiwa na errors itakwambia hapa. For example, most errors can be like itakwambia. For example, if I've removed this, nimeweka question lakini sija answer. Nikisema preview itanipatia na error, passing error, le answer. Inaonyesha there is no answer. So whenever you get errors, go through your questions again and counter check that your answers are okay. So once you correct, they preview again. You see there are no errors. It's just giving me warnings that I haven't put feedback. You can actually put feedback so that students wakisha answer the quiz questions, the feedback is actually provided to them after answering, but it's not mandatory. So once you see my Nini doesn't have errors, then you download. Sasa you download. It produces the XML file. So now I make an XML file for downloads. The way you see them. So now we have converted our text file to XML. So we want to upload it in the LMS. So what you do when you go to the LMS, for example here, let me go to your course. I had some sample course, let me use it. Let me use this test. So you'll open your course. Then you turn editing on. Then go to a specific topic where you want to add. Maybe in topic 10. Come to topic 10 here. So you come to add activity. Then you select quiz. Okay. So once you select quiz, you put the name of the quiz. Maybe it's a cat. Then you can put the timing when the quiz will be done. Maybe it will be done on 22nd at 11 to 4, between that. Okay. Then you can limit the number of minutes. Maybe you want them students to be given at least 20 minutes when they start working on the quiz. Then here, when time expires, because you have timed it, you can tell if the student doesn't complete the exam and 20 minutes are over, what happens? The open attempts are submitted automatically. So whatever they have not answered, it will submit automatically, including what they have answered. Then you can come here under grade. You can indicate the number of attempts. A student can do a quiz more unlimited times, but it's good to always limit maybe to 2 or 1 attempt. Okay, if you have 2 attempts, you can tell the system if the student does the first time and then attempts the second time, you can tell the system to record the highest grade. Okay, Then in the layout, you can have every question on its own page. So they'll be answering one question at a time. Or you can have the system present all the questions. Or you can have the system present 2 questions at a time. Then you can also, in the navigation method, you can indicate to the system whether, when you say free, it means a student can answer a question and then they remember, oh, I need to go review my previous questions. They can go back and answer again the previous or change. But if you make it sequential, it means they can only go forward. Once I answer questions, they can't go back to the previous. They only have to go forward to them. So these restrictions depend on how strict you want the quiz to be, especially the ones that are used for accounting towards cut marks. It's better that you make it very strict. But if it is just for learning purposes, you can make it relaxed. You can relax the layout settings. Then under review options, you can come and say, well, you know, the quiz is automatically marked by the system apart from the essay questions. Okay, so after the student completes, you can tell the system whether they should see their marks, or you can disable. You can disable the students not to be able to see their marks or anything until the quiz is closed. So at the end of the quiz, and our quiz closes at 4. So the results will be released mara moja for all of them. So it's better you keep this so as the setting, so that some students can come do it early, others will do it late. So wale wamefanya early, if they see the marks and they see the correct answer, they'll start giving to others. Yeah, those who haven't done. So it's better that you restrict. No one is able to see the results until the quiz is closed. So once you have done that, you can save and display. So that is step number 1. We have just set up the quiz. Now we want to upload our XML file. So no questions have been added. So you come, when you open the quiz, then you come here and you select edit quiz. No, import, sorry. Import. Yeah, import. Okay. So now we want, and we are importing an XML file. See our quiz is in an XML file. Then here under general, anytime you create a quiz, it creates a what you call a category for it. A category is like a storage for the questions. Yeah, so here under general, you pick the name. Like for us, it was quiz cards in here. So you pick this default for quiz cards so that the questions will be stored there. Okay. Then after that, you pick now the XML file. You upload it. It was under downloads. Yeah. When quiz, the way. Then you say open, upload this file. Then you click import. So it will import for you the questions. And then you click next. You see default for cat has 5 questions. It means the questions have been stored there. So we can go back to our quiz. If our quiz was here, yeah, cat. So we can now edit quiz, click here, and then we can add the quiz from the question bank. Okay, because when you upload it, it's stored in our bank. Okay, so we come here, then we pick our bank. Our bank was this one, default for cat. Then you select all the questions. You pick this to select all the questions. Or if you want to leave out a given question, you can actually uncheck it. Then say add selected questions to the quiz. So there our questions have been added. And remember we say that it should put two questions per page. So we can preview our quiz. So let's go back to cat. We can click here and we can preview. It's always good to preview so that you see how the quiz. Yeah. So we can. Yeah. So so this was the case study. Remember I told you it is not a question. So So you would have typed our instructions zingekuwa hapa. This is the description. Alafu nakumbuka ile ya essay. What is the definition of democracy? See, I told you it gives a place where students can type in. This one you usually have to manually mark. Then let's go to the other one, which this was multiple choice. Nakumbuka, which of the following is a country in West Africa? I can answer that. Then this one was the short answer. What is the capital city of Kenya? Our answer was Nairobi. So this was the short answer. This was the multiple choice. This was the true false. Is Kenya democracy? True. Yeah. Submit all and finish. So you see, that is how you have now tested out it. So always preview your questions after you have uploaded. So that is it about adding a quiz. So when students have attempted, you will be seeing here, itakuwa inakuonyesha 3 attempts, 4 attempts, so that and so on. And then if for the essay questions, if you want to mark, because the essay questions are not marked by the system, you have to mark them. So you open the cart, then you come here, then you say manual grading. Unaona hii option, manual grading. But inasema there's nothing to display because nobody has answered. But if they've answered, ukiko unaona question this, there is a questions alafu inakwambia graded, not graded. You click, you read through, and then inakuonyesha a place where you put the marks and save. Yeah, that is it. So let me